Barak Yahweh Brakatha, Yehoshua, Barak Yahweh Brakatha, Yehoshua, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Can't Run a 4-3 in the Curses. Video was inspired by this article from the platform Finura. Article entitled From 100 Million to 12 Mil in Debt. Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson blast Adrian Peterson's financial disaster, published October 14th, 2024. Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson recently discussed Adrian Peterson's financial fumble, from earning more than 100 mil as an NFL running back to facing more than 12 million in debt. How and why Peterson had a mega debt. The Nightcap host took to the September 15th episode of their podcast to examine Peterson's struggle to manage his wealth after retirement, a challenge many athletes face after a judge ruled last month that the 7-time Pro Bowl player must turn over assets to help satisfy debt. As former star players, they were particularly struck by Peterson's overspending, recognizing how it undermined his financial success following his impressive NFL career with the Minnesota Vikings. One particularly egregious example highlighted in the podcast was Peterson's decision to take out a loan for an exotic themed birthday celebration, flying in 300 guests first class while showcasing tigers and camels. Who takes out a loan to throw themselves a birthday party unless you're trying to impress the party goers, Sharpe said. The host also discussed Peterson's potential bankruptcy, with Sharpe pointing out that his credit is likely ruined, leaving him unable to offer collateral due to his financial struggles. Sharpe emphasized to Johnson that one can have bad credit while still having money, or vice versa. He shared that he maintains an impressive 800-something credit score and a healthy bank balance, rejecting the notion of spending lavishly to impress others. I am not buying a $10 million home. I am not buying a $1 million car. I'm not flying people in, he stated. As Finura previously reported, Johnson is known as one of the NFL's self-proclaimed cheapskates, famously claiming to eating McDonald's during his time with the Cincinnati Bengals and sleeping at the stadiums as opposed to renting a place. On the podcast, he mentioned that he does not celebrate his birthday, preferring instead to receive well wishes from family and friends through prayers, along with an identified Starbucks product and a cigar. Sharpe analyzed Peterson's financial situation, estimating that the government would take about 50% through taxes. He calculated that Peterson's agent could take between 3 and 5%, while also considering that Peterson may have mishandled around $25 million. Sharpe ultimately determined that Peterson should have at least $25 million to spare at the worst possible scenario. A Houston judge has ordered Peterson to surrender assets to help satisfy judgment, with law enforcement supervising the seizures at his Texas home in Missouri City. U.S. Today reported last month. The debt originates from a $5.2 million debt consolidation loan he took out in 2016, which spiraled into an $8.3 million judgment in 2021. Peterson played in the NFL from 2007 to 2021, earning the MVP award for his 2012 season with the Minnesota Vikings. His current inability to earn millions like he once did highlights the urgency of his $12 million debt and reflects the financial challenges many athletes face after their careers end. Complicating matters, the receiver Robert Burlarth, a Houston-based attorney who collects funds as a bankruptcy lawyer, claims Peterson has been hiding assets, including trophies. Peterson points the finger at his financial advisor, asserting he was promised the loan would be repaid without using his personal funds. Peterson is not alone in being a former pro athlete facing financial ruin. Studies show that 16% of NFL players go bankrupt within 12 years of retirement, with financial issues often surfacing just 2 years after they leave the league, according to the Global Financial Literacy Excellence Center. Additional, around 78% of the former NFL players and 60% of former NBA players experience bankruptcy or financial distress within a few years of retiring, according to Vermilion Financial. As noted by Money Smart Athlete, many bankrupt athletes struggle due to a lack of financial literacy and extravagant lifestyles during their 20s and 30s. Transitioning to a more frugal lifestyle can be challenging, and many believe they can recover from poor investments, often to no avail. I ain't playing football in like 12 years, and I'm still living the same lifestyle when I was making money, Johnson said. And that's pretty much it. So ultimately, right, this all goes back to the curses. That's the reason why. Okay, point blank period, which is spoken of course, in Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if you, us Israelites, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, based on the lineage of our fathers, if you will not listen unto the voice of Yahweh your power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day, that all these curses, meaning what? Indignation, going into righteous anger of the Most High. Remember, we committed spiritual fornication, shall come on you and overtake you. Right? Verse 17, cursed shall be your basket and your store. Your basket, talking about what? Your banking accounts. Okay, your banking accounts. Also your store, reflecting your businesses. Okay, that's the reason why Adrian Peterson cannot perform a 4-3 in the curses. All right, curse shall be your basket, your banking account, and your store, your businesses. Okay. Verse 19, curse shall you be when you come in, and curse shall you be when you go out. And it all boils down to this: Adrian Peterson will not spawn back. Okay, over a process of time, he made $100 million. Okay, and now he's $12 million in debt. And it's very likely, okay, that he doesn't have any other businesses that will assist him, okay, in recouping that $100 million. Okay? That time frame was once in a lifetime. Now he's on what end? And cursed shall you be when you go out. See, we are cursed, okay, from the moment we take our first breath, all the way until the moment we take our last breath, okay? Now, at this time frame, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua is only dealing with the elect. And these individuals have what? The comforter, meaning understanding of the scriptures. Psalm 62 and verse 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your mind on them. Okay, and that's literal. If you become rich, okay, don't put your all in that. Do not look at that as a form of security. And it's all spiritual, because you will have old Edomite football players, basketball players, okay, that did not make a half of their portion and still is able to function as far as what they want to do. They're able to travel. They're able to assist with helping their grandkids. Okay, they can buy any and everything they want. Okay, or old ass Edomite movie stars who hasn't did a film since the 60s or the 70s. They're still good in most cases. Why? Because those curses do not fuck with them like they fuck with us. But guess what? We're in the end, right, of our captivity. And now we see the curses slowly lifting from the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect, and they're transitioning to the Edomites. Case in point, look at their marriages, okay? The divorce rate has increased, okay? Their women are not having pregnancies like they used to. That nation is going down as we're going up, beginning with the elect. Let's go to Proverbs. (11 and 28). Let's read this in the NLT. Trust in your money and down you go. Adrian Peterson. Okay, because around 2007 all the way to 2012, he never envisioned that he would be broke. $12 million broke, okay, in 2024. If you could go back and ask him that question in 2008 and 2009 and 2011 and 2012, okay? So trust in your money and down you go. But the godly flourish like leaves in spring because of this truth, okay? Because of this truth, the true riches. Let's go to Proverbs 23 and verse 5. In the blink of an eye, wealth disappears, for it will sprout wings and fly away like an eagle. All right, so in the blink of an eye, wealth, okay, and we'll say, in the case of Adrian Peterson, 100 million gone in a blink of an eye. And the reason why, again, Jake go broke is because of the curses, okay? Those spirits are attacking their mind. Okay, spend this, spend that, Okay, you'll get it back. Invest in this, invest in that. Okay, let's send this person to steal from them, and so on and so forth. All right, because really, at the end of the day, prophecy has to be fulfilled. And the scripture states what? Curse you be going in, coming in, and curse you be going out. That's precept, which will be Proverbs 21 and 24. Or it may be Proverbs 27 and 24. Proverbs 27 and 24. For riches don't last forever. Literal in the case of Adrian Peterson. And the crown may not be passed to the next generation. Major point. For riches don't last forever. Okay? And again, from 2007 all the way up until the moment Adrian Peterson retired, he never envisioned him going broke in 2024. So Lord will, this was an edifying lesson. True riches spoken of in the book of Romans, the 11th chapter, is his truth. Shalom.